Wow, Brittany Renner
On
looks
to
different.
a segment called Panel Pull Out. Pull out. I see what we did there. So each host will pull something from the internet or socials that they would like to address with that specific host. Sounds a little messy. We're going to start with Pearl.
Sounds so messy.
We're going to start with Pearl.
I'm first?
Yes. I mean, yeah, first, yeah.
Okay, so I saw something that you retweeted, Brittany. And it was something about it was something about female intuition.
Okay.
And I just don't think female intuition exists. I think female intuition is terrible.
I think it's terrible in what way?
We make terrible choices as women. So people will always say, "Oh, my female intuition, I knew because of my female intuition." And yeah, I don't think it's really a thing.
Well, intuition, just simply put, is heightened awareness. And so it stems from when women were at home with children and had to be tuned into what was going on. So intuition doesn't just stop at children, it's across the board. So if you aren't tuned into your intuition, that's a you thing.
No. I just look at the choices we make, you know.
We or you?
We as women. I mean,
What kind of choices do you make?
What kind
of choices do you make?
Okay, what kind of choices do you make, Brittany?
But you're the one we're talking. You're saying that females don't make good choices.
Well, look at we own the majority. I have no debt, right? But women in general.
That's because you're from a rich family, girl. Congratulations, girl. You're from a rich family, so what are you talking about? You have no debt, girl.
Women in general have a
congratulations. Like you don't get a fish don't get applauded for swimming.
I'm lucky. That's why I said I'm lucky.
Okay, so for you, so why lead with that? So why lead with that? So why lead with that?
You asked for an example, and I'm going to give it to you. Do you want me to start?
Girl, okay. Let me tell you what
let's talk about
what we're not going to do, because you have a history of doing this, because I'm familiar with you, okay? Girl, what you like to do is you like to say these really stupid fucking comments, right? And then so what you do, then you like sit back, and then you're like, you think you're so smart, you have this fucking smug ass look on your face, and then you're waiting for someone to give you that like emotional, like passionate response. So then you can sit there and be super dismissive and really kind of just gaslight. And I don't know, as a female.
Gaslight?
Like, no. Yeah, do you know what that word means?
You guys use it for everything.
You guys.
Go ahead.
Okay, you know what's funny about using you guys is seriously, it kind of feels like the only thing that is actually feminine about you is that you have a vagina. Okay. Because I feel like, there's like a man on the panel.
Okay, and what's feminine about you, Brittany?
Everything is feminine about me.
Oh, come on. Like, I'm not trying to go personal here. So I don't know why you're trying to make this personal.
No, you made it personal when you led with, hey, I don't have any debt.
I don't know.
As if that's a flex because your parents have money.
You asked
What have you actually earned for yourself?
Brittany, you asked me. I'm saying in general, women own the majority of debt. We don't make great choices. Girl. If we look at who we pick, let's look at romantic decisions. Women don't make very good romantic decisions in general.
There's a point that needs to be made, though, and that's the fact that what I heard Brittany say earlier was she's talking about people who have there's a deep heightened intuition, and I think where the conversation is splitting is the fact that you're actually talking about people who don't have that, who have it turned off, who are disconnected
like her.
From their intuition, who don't make poor decisions. We make poor decisions. Like when we actually go down to the root of why it is that we make these poor decisions, there's layers and layers and layers and layers to it. And more of it is going to come from just like the science and backing that you kind of put into collective bundles that ultimately just come from who? The white man that you were raised by. So when it comes, so when
that's the reason that she doesn't have any debt.
I'm just saying.
You asked for
So that's not you making a decision. That's you being born into white privilege, and we need you to acknowledge that. So that's not a decision that you made. That is the way you came into this. And honestly, girl, you're a family of like 9 or 10. Like all that's how your dad set you up. So there are things that you genuinely did not have to experience. You don't fucking know. You get to sit there again. So you don't even. You're the same person. You are the the same person that the last time I saw you accidentally, no, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up when I'm talking. And you get to go. You're the same person who accidentally spent $50,000 and your dad was able to pay it off on your credit card. Yes, you did when you spent.
I didn't actually accidentally.
You're the one who said an accident. I spent over my limit. That's what you said. That's what you said. So again, an unreal. That's what you said. That's what you said. The last time that I saw you. Yeah. So again, we're going back to you. Your girl. What the shit that comes? That's what I'm saying. The shit that comes out of your mouth. You literally just say whatever. Shit spews because
Yeah, I don't like the aspect of this conversation. I think
honestly, you're fucking delusional. Don't bring me. Go ahead.
I do think there's one thing.
Brittany Renner didn't have to go there. I mean, that was stupid.
No, she had to do that. Pearl won.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
It would have been a really good conversation. I'm like, I don't know why they had to go that way. But to me, that's what I don't like about She was making good points. I'm like, damn, I wanted to know where it was gonna go, and then I don't know why Brittany did that. I'm like, she wasn't talking about you. She was talking about the aspect of women intuition. It's true what Pearl saying. If women intuition was really that strong, they would be able to make better decisions when it comes to aspect of relationship. She's not wrong with that. She's actually telling the truth.
Yes,
now Brittany's telling the truth as well. Women do have a sense that sense of awareness does come in when it comes to aspect of children. Their sense of awareness does heighten, which is also true. And not only that, that's also a scientifically fact that already been proven. So it does. But Pearl was coming from the aspect of relationship. And not only that, also when it comes to the aspect of educational, because women do have sense of one of the highest debt. And she didn't even say black women, white women, she said women in all.
She said women in general. That's why I said
in general.
They started with their attacks with the race and stuff. Like, and Pearl, I gotta give her credit. She won that. And
she did.
And they started to get very disrespectful on that. This is why I say black people are not gonna have a decent conversation when you start to meet people who are debating for real. Because in the beginning, Pearl wasn't as tough as she is now. But now, like, come on.
No, now I think she became tougher because of the aspect of her being, you remember her platform being demonetized, her being ridiculed, her taking all the heat what she got off social media. So I think her thing, like, you know what? Let me be well skilled. Let me do research. I always tell people, do research. Let me do research. Let me see, okay, I got to know what I'm actually talking about because now I'm doing big time. You see talk shows and people talking about this, and I want to make sure I actually know what I'm talking about. I'm just not spitting out rhetoric. But go ahead. I don't know. You was going to read the comment. Go ahead.
Yeah. No Chaser said, hey, I haven't gotten a one explanation on women's intuition, whatever that means. People in general have instincts they follow. So it's like something like that. I thought
but you know, sometimes a woman intuition is like she could be right here talking and then she knows like something's wrong with her kids. Like it's just something. She just stands still like I need to give this person a call. Like I don't know. I rarely see men do that. Rarely. I see a lot of women do that a lot. Like it'll be like something's wrong. I gotta get this person a phone call. Cause my sister does that all the time. She'll like, Ronnie, something's wrong with you. Like that's why I had to call you.
But why I say it's like instincts. It's just the same thing with us. Sometimes we feel something like, oh man, shit kind of feels.
But women's always in their feelings, so they feel it all the time. We really don't.
Now you're getting.
You get what I'm saying?
Now you're getting somewhere.
Because they always in their feelings, so they know. Like even with my ex, she like if she knows something's wrong, she'll hit me like, hey, Ronnie, I haven't heard from you today. Are you okay? You get what I'm saying? So they know, like, you get what I'm saying? Like it kicks in, but it's nothing you can really explain. It's just something a woman have. Go ahead.
So why hide? There's something he just said that we're not supposed to mix over. He said since women are in their feelings most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they mean by women's intuition. So they're always trying to find something. And you know, when you're looking, you're going to find. But you know what I'm saying?
Correct.
We all have basic instincts, but since a woman is in her emotions,
always, all majority of the time, but that's why I go with Pearl aspect because you're like, your intuition was so strong. Why y'all couldn't make better decision in your life? But go ahead, Jordan, because I know you want to time in. Go ahead.
Yeah, what Pearl was saying, you know, she's like I said, she been doing this for a long time. You know, she knows how to debate and everything. and going on the platform, she was ready to debate. With Brittany Renner, she always had a problem when, when she feels she's attacked with Pearl, she was necessarily trying to attacking her. She was just attacking her argument. But the thing is like, with just with Brittany, she was just getting mad and mad and mad and all that type of stuff. I was like, no, you got to debate her back. Your feelings should not be in there. Just go about what you know and what you could debate on and everything, and then attack Pearl's argument because sometimes Pearl can she can mess up and everything, and sometimes Pearl can be wrong and everything. But as Brittany Renner, it's your job is to counter her what she's saying and then attacking everything. And she was throwing out white privilege and everything. Like you say, you wasn't raised how I was raised and everything. It's like
Have
no,
nothing to do with the
it
conversation
has nothing
at
to do
all.
with it. It has nothing to do with the conversation. When you win a debate, especially like Pearl, she studies, like I said, she's red pill, so she studied these things. She's gonna let you know what the facts are and everything. And Brittany Renner, it's your job is to counter her debate and then attack her. But it just went left and she started cussing and everything, and it kind of blew up the debate right there.
But no changes. The problem is she was not really under. She wasn't really attacking Brittany at all. She was
Right.
attacking the argument. And that's one thing I be hating when it comes to aspect of debate. I would say people don't really know how to debate because they go into personal lives, and that's not
Yeah.
debate. Debate don't have nothing to do with someone's personal life. That's why I say even with the presidential election, even though it's not about this topic, but that was like a show because it was like you're supposed to debate on issues. We don't have nothing to do with Trump's private life, Biden falling asleep. It don't have nothing to do with that. You're supposed to talk about the issue at hand, and they didn't do that. And same thing with Brittany Renner and what's his name? Jess Pearly thing. They Jess Pearly thing was doing it right, but Brittany Renner, because she's not skilled, she's about that ratchet life. She gonna come in and talk about your mom, your dad, and this and that. I had nothing to do with the conversation at all. I think that one Brittany Renner fell on that aspect of that. Go ahead, Akeem.
No, you're right, man. I just thought that, but this is why I say, oh shit. Yeah, you know me. You're right about that, but I just say that when we're trying to have a conversation, they internalized it and made it personal for no reason. When she was speaking from a general sense, and I think that's something that I had to give her credit on that particular argument. And she understands women because she's a woman herself. I say, hey, we don't make the best decision. So you know what I mean. So it's like I don't know why would you get attacked and turned it full racial for no reason. So
Go ahead, Ruthless. I know we only have a few minutes. How long you been in the back, Ruthless? You was in the back that long? Oh, you just got in the back.
About 5 minutes.
My bad. Yeah.
I have like two aspects, right? So I agree with just both things,
Mm.
right? Because she said women intuition, and she use it as how women vet their man or do this stuff, right? Women's intuition is not used in that for what they desire and what they inspire is different from the intuition. The intuition is more, you know, involved in maybe a situation that's bad, something's going on that's bad, and something that doesn't seem right or seem out of place, they act on that, right? So most of these intuitions are enacted in relationships where there's infidelity or a breakdown or something, communication. Okay? So that part I disagree with her. Now, Brittany Renner is definitely unmarriageable, right? She doesn't know how to have a conversation, right? Because and this is a lot of women's problem when they can't explain themselves on what the topic is, they personalize it. And a lot of homies do this too, right? A lot of homies do this too. You know what I'm saying? We have a problem once we out there in the water about something we really don't know how to explain and it's really not coming across. We then move to personal attacks to, I guess even the playing field. And this is a debate tactic mainly used on these type of platforms, right? And it becomes then just a splag wash, right? Just a bunch of word salads and people just rooting for who can say the worst words or whatever. So yeah, damn, Brittany Renner, boy, woo, I'll smash, but man, I'll dash.
No, but I told her she do look good. She look different. I didn't even know it was her until Jordan said her name. I was like, wow, she really
Smash.
looked different. 'Cause I know she was skinny.
Listen,
She looked like
listen,
she get into the gym. She looked totally different. Kudos
hey,
to her, but she didn't work on how to debate because the problem is, especially if you're gonna have like major guests on your show, you can't just attack anybody. And I understand some people do it for clicks and views and clickbaits, but at some point people were like, let's have a conversation. And to me, I think it would have been a very good conversation if she didn't personalize it. I think she personalized it and took the whole conversation away. It made it a ghetto show.
but once again, this is what women and men do to when they're in a space where they can't articulate or they don't have no
Yes.
facts or no, you know what I mean? They just, but a lot of women do this though, the majority, right? This is how relationships start tearing apart when you call them on their shit or try to hold them accountable, and they
Hmm.
don't really have nothing to really show to counter you. Then they just start name calling, right? They start you a bitch, or you broke, or you ain't shit. I knew you wasn't shit. No, I mean those are how you said they don't want to lose, but they can't win in an articulate manner.
Mm.
Yeah, this is what women do commonly, right? So that's all I have to say.
And I'm trying to see Hakeem Jordan. That's it. Before we head up and out of here, I don't know. Jordan have one more. What is
Nope,
Jordan?
that's it. That's it. Realist,
So
he told it.
y'all know, Ruthless told it. Shout out to Ruthless. Always coming through for being on the panel. Even when I was away, he still came through. Ruthless, I saw you still trying to fill up my spot. It ain't happening.